In this video, we delve into shocking truth about many famous individuals and so-called role models that you might currently be a huge fan of. From released documents to confessions and hidden messages in music or music videos that may require a closer look. So if you're ready, let's get started.
And if you listen closely enough, you can hear Diddy say,
"Savage! I'm a savage! Oh!"
Think that took away from your childhood at all?
Puff Diddy, whose real name is Jong, a well-known figure in the world of American music and business. A successful producer, rapper, and executive, he has amassed a fortune estimated at over $550 million. But how did he acquire this wealth?
Absolutely.
I love Diddy. You know, he's a good friend of mine. He's a good guy.
According to Forbes, he was the wealthiest rapper in the world in 2012. However, these days, his name is being associated with the title of the new Epstein. Recently, his mansion and properties were raided, and the discoveries from behind those concrete walls have left everyone in shock. The story began when Cassandra Ventura, Puff Diddy's girlfriend known as Cassie, filed a complaint and took the case to court. Cassie's complaint included serious accusations such as sexual assault, threats, and physical abuse. Numerous pieces of evidence have been submitted in this case, though due to YouTube's restrictions, it's not possible to show all of them here. However, let's examine one of these pieces with some censorship applied. In the hotel's security camera footage, we see the moment when Cassie is about to get into an elevator. Suddenly, Diddy appears on the screen and violently attacks her. The strange part is that all of this unfolds in the public space of the hotel. After the scandal, Diddy posted an apology video on Instagram, but Cassie later revealed even more horrifying truths, disclosing that Diddy had been exploiting her by trafficking her to wealthy and famous individuals as a means of making money. Following this incident, dozens of others found the courage to come forward, joining the case and beginning to show their own bitter and horrifying experiences. Official sources now report 500 victims, while unofficial sources speak of more than 3,200, with the tragic detail that several 9-year-old children are among those involved in the case. Amid the flood of complaints against this American rapper, the situation quickly spiraled out of control, growing even larger in scope. In the following days, police raided Diddy's home and uncovered things that are difficult for ordinary people to comprehend. Underground tunnels and hidden rooms, thousands of bottles of baby oil for massage, lubricants, weapons, toys for children, 15 kilograms of various drugs and psychedelics, hundreds of wigs and costumes, erotic devices, and recorded sex tapes. According to speculations, these hard drives contain images and videos, certainly of a sexual nature, but involving numerous celebrities and politicians. It is believed that Diddy used these to extort and blackmail these individuals. Over the years, one of the most controversial aspects of Puff Diddy's life that has been repeatedly caught the media's attention has been his white parties. These parties, known for their luxurious and extravagant nature, were initially seen as regular events attended only by celebrities. However, over time, reports and speculations about inappropriate and secretive activities taking place at these parties began to surface. According to reports, many of the famous individuals of today who were unknown at that time were either willingly or forcibly coerced, blackmailed, or drugged at these parties. In exchange for money, they were made to serve wealthy and well-known individuals. There are even claims that in one instance, the famous model and actress Naomi Campbell was a key accomplice of Diddy in trafficking underage African girls to the United States. This story gained so much notoriety that it was humorously referenced in an episode of the famous cartoon The Simpsons, with a sarcastic nod to the white parties and the events that took place within them. The list of guests is so extensive that many famous individuals whose films, sports events, or music we have fond memories of have been repeatedly mentioned as participants in these parties. Names like Jennifer Lopez, Leonardo DiCaprio, LeBron James, the Beckham family, Jay-Z, Beyonce, and hundreds of other well-known figures all have been linked to attending these events. Among them, artists like 50 Cent, Eminem, Ice Cube, and Snoop Dogg have in interviews or concerts sarcastically pointed out that they have never attended these parties.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, me and Dub C ain't never been to a Diddy party.
That's why I don't be going to the Puffy parties. for the front and the back at the same time? What you talking about? I mean, look, if you're into that, I'm fine with it. To each his own. I'm just saying this shit, my motherfucking body. I'm like, it's uncomfortable. I think I belong in the girls' bathroom.
One of the individuals whose name is now tied to this case and its terrifying events is none other than Justin Bieber. Let's take a look at a video that will definitely grab your attention.
It was hard for me being that young and being in the industry and not knowing where to turn, and everyone, telling me they love me and, just turn their back on you in a second.
This video is from 2009 when Justin was just 15 years old and starting his journey to fame, while Puff Diddy was at the peak of his power and wealth. Diddy shows him his luxury car and, with a meaningful tone, says, "When you turn 16, this car will be yours."
Yeah, the keys is yours. When you get 16, you're good to go.
I'm good to go.
Yeah.
He then shows him his mansion and says, "You can have things like this too." With these words, he's essentially promising Justin expensive and tempting toys as part of the allure of fame and wealth.
Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
Certainly, there can be many different interpretations of this video, but what is clear is that Justin, during those years and unaware of everything, was being prepared for darker purposes. The second video is from a year later.
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good?
Everything's
Selling
great.
out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
At the beginning of the video, Diddy sarcastically starts questioning Justin, asking, "Why don't you call me anymore? We don't spend time together like we used to." A few years later, in another video, the strange and unusual behaviors of both parties reveal something beyond just a simple meeting. After inspecting Justin's body, likely out of fear of a hidden police microphone or something similar, Diddy whispers something in his ear. Due to the loud noises in the environment, the words aren't clearly audible. But many online analysts believe that when Diddy embraces Justin, he reminds him of everything once again with the phrase, "Your ass is mine."
And if you listen closely enough, you can hear Diddy say, "Your ass is mine."
Diddy has Justin completely in his grasp, but before Justin, there was another young boy who dreamed of stardom, Usher.
That took away from your childhood at all?
Usher, the prominent and well-known R&B singer, was placed under Diddy's guardianship at the age of 14, with Diddy becoming his legal guardian.
I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album.
You want to make it in this business, you have to be willing to make the sacrifices that come with.
In 2016, Usher admitted on the Howard Stern show that during his time living with Diddy, he witnessed strange and unusual events that he didn't fully understand at the time. When the host asked him whether he would allow his children to go to Diddy's house today, Usher responded in a way that suggested his discomfort with the situation.
You're a dad now. Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
No one makes someone famous solely because of their talent, especially in a world like Hollywood. Diddy took Usher's hand and introduced him to the world, and this fame surely must come at a price. You might think that, like music distribution companies, the price is unfair contracts and money. However, according to many, for the wealthiest rapper in the world, the price may involve dirty personal experiences. In fact, in the music industry, he is known for his weakness towards children, and there are hundreds of complaints regarding his inappropriate behavior with minors. When we look at Usher's past and his relationship with Diddy, it's truly terrifying to imagine what he may have done or asked Justin to do. Justin's incredible success in the music industry is only the surface of the story and doesn't grant him any real power or immunity. Behind the scenes, he is effectively trapped by contracts and multiple threats. In fact, the diary of Diddy's ex-wife could be one of the most significant pieces of evidence to condemn him in court. The suspicious death of Kim Porter from pneumonia just a month after the couple's issues began and Kim's threat to go to the police is one of the darkest aspects of this case. During Diddy's escape from the police, this diary was discovered in one of his homes. Kim Porter repeatedly refers to Justin as a young boy wearing purple shoes and a hat who had been sold to Diddy by his family for a small sum. I think with this sentence, you've probably understood the reason behind Justin's silence and weakness, perhaps due to the events that transpired between the two of them, the evidence, or the glamorous life and fame that Diddy brought him. This debt and dependency will continue to weigh heavily on Justin for a long time. Of course, we're not judging or defending anyone because we don't know what decisions we would have made in that moment and under those circumstances. However, he could have chosen to separate himself from the situation when he first witnessed these events. What is clear though is that the fame and the allure of this new life were too sweet and tempting for him to resist. In fact, Justin has revealed many of these behind the scenes truths in his songs.
Maybe that's the price you pay for the money and fame at an early age.
From the very beginning, he knew exactly what path he was walking. One of Justin's most direct confessions about the dark side of Hollywood can be found in the music video for Yummy, released in 2020. In this video, Justin enters a party. What's particularly noteworthy is that the orchestra is made up entirely of children, while all the guests are older, wealthy individuals. Justin sits at a table and food is served as a metaphor for children. Another detail is that the black waiter at the party is Puff Diddy. As each plate finishes, the guests at the table, or rather the clients, constantly change, and beneath each plate there is a picture of his childhood accompanied by the words delicious or tasty. In videos released before the filming of this music video, it shows that Justin cried for a long time and had no desire to shoot it at all. Later, Justin explained the meaning of the song and the music video on the Ellen DeGeneres show, saying,
Here's what I want to ask. Yummy. What does that mean exactly? I mean, I think I know, but what were you thinking of when you wrote that yummy?
My sex life.
Okay. That's what I thought it was.
Another artist who recently reacted to the events surrounding Diddy in his latest album, particularly in the song Fuel, is Eminem. But before we listen to the track, let me explain a bit more so you can fully understand the context. As you know, the word rapper is written this way, meaning a rap singer. However, when you remove the P from the word, it becomes raper, which has a very different and disturbing meaning. He calls himself a rapper, but wait, he left out the P. Here, the P is pronounced in such a way that it sounds like P. Diddy, making it clear to the audience.
I'm like an R-A-P-E-R, got so many essays. Wait, he didn't just spell the word rapper and leave out a P, did he? Yep.
If you think Eminem's work is over, think again. He continues by saying, Biggie and Pac, both of y'all should be living, but I ain't trying to beef with them. In this part, Eminem refers to Diddy's involvement in the problems with Tupac and Biggie, as well as his alleged connection to their murders. According to court documents, Keefe D, the main suspect in Tupac's murder, claimed that he received $1 million from Puff Diddy in 1996 to carry out the killing. After these events and following Diddy's arrest, Tupac's family has once again called for the reopening of his murder case. While Diddy faces major charges and scandals, there is another deep fear that haunts him. Given the films and documents he possesses, he may face a fate similar to that one of the infamous billionaire Jeffrey Epstein, who died under suspicious circumstances in prison. We previously published an expose video on the Jeffrey Epstein case on this channel, which you can watch at the end of this video. According to reports, Diddy is so paranoid that he refuses to eat in prison, fearing poisoning and the same fate that silenced Epstein forever. Fame may be an illusion, shining and beautiful from a distance, but those who get close to it see nothing but darkness and corruption behind the glitz and glamour. These individuals, in order to maintain their position in this ruthless industry, do things that many of us can scarcely imagine. The harsh truth that is hidden reveals that in the world of art, fame and wealth, a price will be paid, one greater than you could ever imagine, a price with no return, leaving behind only the faded memories of people who are no longer themselves. If you like this video, make sure to like, subscribe to our channel and activate the notification bell.